Good morning, friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. If you really like my teaching and my efforts, please press the like button, share the videos with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell button to get the regular updates. In the last video, I have discussed about various timers in the TCP, and one of the timer is timeout timer. Then I have discussed that static timeout timer will not work properly in the transmission control protocol. Then we have discussed what is a dynamic timeout timer computation. Then I have discussed that we have two algorithms such as basic algorithm and Jacobson algorithm. So in this video I will discuss about the basic algorithm, then I will discuss about the Jacobson algorithm in the next video. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. So let me discuss about the basic algorithm. Now in the basic algorithm, whenever you are transferring the data, initially we will have a guess the round trip time will be something. This value is just a guess. Let's take that I have guessed it as 10 milliseconds. Then if the round trip time is 10 millisecond, what will be the initial timeout? Can you tell me? Twice the round trip time, which is equal to 20 milliseconds. Meaning is that sender has sent the segment and it is waiting for 20 milliseconds. Within the 20 milliseconds, the acknowledgement should come. Otherwise, it has to retransfer the same segment. Let's take that the segment came after 15 milliseconds. Let's take that after 15 milliseconds, the acknowledgement came. You have guessed that it will come in 10 milliseconds because round trip time is what? You send the segment and acknowledgement also should come. That you have guessed it as 10 millisecond, but it has taken 15 milliseconds because of the congestion. So actual round trip time for the packet is 15 milliseconds. Now next time, what will be your timeout timer? How you will go get the next timeout timer? Based on the round trip time. Next time also, if I keep the same value, then it will become again static. Am I right? First you initially guessed 10. Let's take that you are thinking that in 15 milliseconds it got. So there was no problem. Again if I keep, it will become a static. If I make it 15, it will become too dynamic because this time you have guessed that this time it has happened as 15 milliseconds. Now if you keep the again the round trip time is 15 millisecond, timeout timer is 30 millisecond, it will become too dynamic. Am I right or wrong? So to avoid that one, basic algorithm has used a formula for calculating the next round trip time is equal to alpha into initial round trip time plus 1 minus alpha into actual round trip time. Is it clear? Okay, now alpha can be between 0 to 1. The alpha value can be 0 to 1. For better computation or simple computation, I am considering here as alpha is equal to 0.5, which is in between 0 to 1. So what I will do is that 0.5 into what is the initial round trip time? 10 milliseconds plus 1 minus alpha. 1 minus 0.5 is again 0.5 into actual value, which is 15 milliseconds. If I do it, what is the value? This is 5 plus this will be how much? 7 point, okay, 15 by 2 is how much? 17.5. So next round trip time will be 12.5 milliseconds you got. Are you able to understand? So next time when you are sending, you have to keep the value as 12.5 milliseconds. Then what will be the timeout timer? Timeout timer is equal to twice this one, which is equal to 25 millisecond. So you will send the next segment 2 here, and you will wait for 25 milliseconds. Are you able to understand? Let's take that now the acknowledgement came within the 10 milliseconds. Let's take that now the acknowledgement actual round trip time here for this one is 10 milliseconds. You thought that it should be 12.5, but however it became 10 milliseconds. So next time what you have to do, again you have to compute the next round trip time for the next segment 3. Again how you will compute? Again alpha into initial round trip time. Now the initial round trip time is 12.5 milliseconds, not this one. Are you able to understand? Please remember this one. This is what you have computed for this segment. Initial means for this segment what is the value you have computed and what is the actual is happened. So 0.5 into 12.5 plus 0.5 into 10. Whatever the value you will get, let's take that you got some x. You can compute it. Is it clear? Is it clear? Whatever the value you got x. So next what you will keep time out timer is 2x. Is it clear? So again you will send the segment. If the segment or the acknowledgement comes within some amount of time, let's take that now it became 20 milliseconds. So what is the meaning? You have assumed it as x, but it became in 20 milliseconds. Again when you are sending the next segment, again you will compute the round trip time using the same formula, alpha into initial round trip time. Initial round trip time means this value. See, the round trip time initially it is a guess. For this segment the initial round trip time is this one, actual value is this one. For the next segment initial value is this one, actual is this one. Are you able to understand? Again for the next segment, this is the initial value, this is the actual value. And remember one thing, for entire transfer of the data between sender and receiver, you should use the same alpha value. Are you able to understand it or not? So I hope you have understood how the basic algorithm computes the dynamic timeout timer for each segment. If you still have any doubts related to this topic, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts in less than 24 hours. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.